Hello everyone, welcome to my class. Today we will solve the exercise 1.2. Now see the first question. Now the first question is express each number as product of its prime factors. So first one is 140. So 140 divided by 2, that's mean this is 70, again by 2, 35. So 5 sevens are 35. So 140 equals to 2 into 2 into 5 into 7. So all are primes. That's mean here 2 into 2 2 times. So this is 2 square into 5 into 7. This is the answer. That's mean 140 can be expressed as a product of primes, and 140 equal to 2 square into 5 into 7. Okay. Similarly, we solve the other problems. So let's see the answer. So first one is 140, already done. That's mean 2 square into 5 into 7. So 156 equal to 2 into 2 into 3 into 13. So 2 into 2 2 times here. That's mean 2 square into 3 into 13. Okay. Next 3825 equals to 3 into 3, 5 into 5 into 17. Okay, so 3 square into 5 square into 17. Next 5005 equals to 5 into 7 into 11 into 13. So all are prime factors and all are different. So this is the answer. Again 7429, that's mean 13 into 19 into 23. So all are primes and different. So this is the answer. So 140 first one, next 156, 3825, 5005 and 7429. Okay, clear? Okay, so next question number 2. Now question number 2 is find the LCM and HCF of the following pair of integers and verify that LCM into HCF equal to product of two numbers. That's mean at first we find LCM and HCF. After that we verify that LCM into HCF equal to product of two numbers. Okay, so let's see the answer. That's mean first one 26 equal to 2 into 13. Okay, and 91 equals to 7 into 13. Okay, so HCF equal to smallest power of each common prime factor. Here is common prime factor is 13 and smallest power here is 1, here is 1, same. So HCF equal to 13 and LCM first one is this is larger one, that's means 7 into 13. So here is 13 already written, remaining is 2, that's mean into 2, that's mean LCM equal to 91 into 2, that's mean 180, 182. So HCF is 13 and LCM is 182. After that we verify LCM into HCF, okay, equal to product of two numbers. Is it correct or not? So now see the answer. So first one 26 equal to 2 into 13 and 91 equal to 7 into 13. So HCF is 13 and LCM is 182. So product of two numbers, that's mean 26 into 91, that's mean 2366, and LCM into HCF equal to same, that's mean 13 into 182. So again 2366, that's been verified. LCM into HCF equal to product of two numbers, correct. Similarly 510 equal to 2 into 3 into 5 into 17, and 92 equals to 2 into 2 into 23. Okay, so HCF equal to what? HCF equal to smallest power of each common prime. So here is common prime is 2. Common prime is 2. Okay, wait. Common prime is 2. Okay, for first one, here is 2 to the power 1 into 3 into 5 into 17, and for 92, 2 square into 23. So common prime is 2. Okay, 2, but smallest power is 2 to the power 1. So HCF equal to 2. So HCF 2, and LCM is 23,460. This is LCM. So the product of two numbers, that's been 510 and 92, that's in 46,920. Again HCF into LCM equal to again 46,920, that's been verified. HCF into LCM equal to product of two numbers. Okay, next question, that's in Roman number 3 of question number 2. So 336 and 54. Okay, so 336 equal to 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 7, that's in 4 times 2 into 3 into 7, that's been 2 to the power 4 into 3 into 7, and 54 equal to 2 into 3 into 3 into 3, that's been 2 into 3 cube. So here two common primes. Okay, here two common primes, one is 2, another is 3. Okay, that's mean in this problem common primes are 2, one is number 2, another is 3. So first one is, so smallest power of 2, that's mean 2 to the power 1. So HCF equal to, here is 2 to the power 4, here is 2 to the power 1, so smallest power is 2 to the power 1 into again common prime 3, smallest power here 3 to the power 1, and here is 3 to the power 3, so smallest power is 3 to the power 1, that's mean 2 into 3, so 6 is a HCF, and LCM is 2 to the power 4, 3 cube and 7, that's mean 3024. So product of two numbers, that's mean 3036 and 54 equal to 18,144, and LCM into HCF equal to again 18,144, that's been verified. Product of two numbers equal to HCF into LCM. Okay, next question number 3. Find the LCM and HCF of the following integers by applying the prime factorization theorem. Prime factorization theorem means, that's mean same rules, a number expressed as a product of primes. Okay, here is three numbers given, so 12 equal to 2 into 2 into 3. Okay, 15 equal to 3 into 5, and 21 equals to 3 into 7. So HCF equal to common prime factor. So common prime factor is 3, 3 and 3. So HCF is 3. Now LCM. At first written 3 into 7. Here is 1 3 1 5. So 1 3 already written. So remaining is 5. Here is 3 written. Okay. But here is 2 into 2 not written. That's mean 2 into 2. Okay. So this is the LCM. Clear? Now see the answer. That's mean 2 square into 3, 3 into 5 and 3 into 7. So HCF is 3, same. And LCM 2 square, 2 times 2, 1 times 3, 1 times 5, 1 times 7, that's mean 420. So HCF equal to 3 and LCM equal to 420. Or HCF of 3 numbers, that's mean 12, 15 and 21 is 3 and LCM of 12, 15 and 21 is 420. Next one, number 2. 17. 17 equal to 1 into 17. Okay. 23 equal to 23 into 1 and 29 equal to 1 into 19. So common prime factor only 1. So HCF is 1 and LCM 17 into 23 into 29, that's 11,339. Okay. So next, problem number 3. We find the LCM and HCF of 8, 9 and 25. So 8 can be written as 2 into 2 into 2, that's mean 2 cube. Okay. So 9 equal to 3 into 3, so 3 square. 25 equal to 5 into 5, that's mean 5 square. Again common prime factor 1, so HCF is 1 and LCM equal to 3 times 2, 2 times 3 and 2 times 5, that's mean 1800. Okay, I think clear everything. Okay, now next problem. Given that HCF of 306 and 657 is 9 given, so find the LCM of 306 and 557. So here HCF of two numbers known, so find the LCM of two numbers, same numbers are same. Okay, so we use the formula HCF into LCM equal to product of two numbers, that's mean 306 and 657. So this is equal to 9 into LCM equal to 306 into 657. So implies LCM equal to 306 into 657 divided by 9. So after simplification we will get the required answer. So now see the answer. Okay, same 9 given. We use the formula HCF into LCM equal to product of two numbers. So LCM into HCF equal to 306 into 657. So LCM equal to 306 into 657 divided by HCF. So HCF equal to 9. That's mean 22338. That's mean 22,338. Okay, clear? Next. Now question number 5. Check whether 6 to the power n can end with 0 digit, or that means we can end with the digit 0 for any natural number n. So student, at first tell me if any number end with digit 0, okay, then it must be divisible by 2 and 5. Okay, end with the digit 0 means unit digit is 0. Okay, unit digit is 0. Unit digit is 0. Okay, and with the digit 0 means unit digit of any number is 0. Now question is check whether 6 to the power n can end with the digit 0 for any natural number n. So if any number ends with digit 0, then it must be divisible by 2 and 5. If we take 10, it divisible by 2 and 5, because end with digit 0. 20 end with digit 0, that's mean digit 0, again divisible by 2 and 5. 30 divisible by 2 and 5. Any number, listen, any number end with digit 0 must be divisible by 2 and 5. Okay student, now tell me 6 to the power n. If 6 to the power n ends with 0 digit, 6 to the power n, that's mean 6 to the power n must be divisible by 2 and 5. That's mean 2 and 5 are the prime factors of 6 to the power n. So 6 to the power n can be written as 2 multiply 3. That's mean 2 and 5 is a prime factor of 2 and 5 are the prime factors of 6 to the power n, but 6 to the power n can be written as 2 into 3 whole to the power n. That's mean 2 to the power n into 3 to the power n. Here prime factor is 2 and 5, but here one is 2 to the power n, another is 3 to the power n. So 2 common, but 3, here is 3, here is 5, not common. But we know that prime factorization theorem stated that factorization of any number is always unique. Okay, is always unique. That's mean agar if 2 to the 2 and 3 are the prime factors, then definitely here also 2 and 3, but here is 2 and 5 and here 2 and 3, then which is a contradiction, because we know that prime factorization theorem stated that factorization of any number is always unique. So 6 to the power n cannot end with the digit 0. Okay, clear? Now let's see the answer. So here, if any number ends with digit 0, it should be divisible by 10, or in other words it also divisible by 2 and 5. Same language, because 10 equal to 2 into 5. So prime factorization of 6 to the power n equals to 2 into 3 to the power n, that's mean 2 to the power n into 3 to the power n, because 6 can be written as 2 into 3. So 6 to the power n, that's mean 2 into 3 to the power n. It can be observed that 5 is not a prime factorization of 6 to the power n. Here only 2 into 3, but 5 is not a prime factor. Hence, for any values of n, 6 to the power n will not be divisible by 5. Therefore, 6 to the power n cannot end with the digit 0 for any natural number n. Check that if n equals to 1, that's means 6. N equal to 1, that's means 6, not divisible by 5. If n equal to 2, that's means 6 square, 36, again not divisible by 5. 6 cube, that's mean 216, again not divisible by 5. 6 to the power 4, if n equal to 4, then 6 to the power 4, that's mean 1296, again not divisible by 5. Okay, so 6 to the power n cannot end with the digit 0 for any natural number n. Okay student, everything is clear? I think everything is clear. Okay, so today's session is complete. Thank you. Bye student.